Professor Ziaka, thank you so very much for the time you're spending with us in WCC Communications for this discussion. It's an opportunity for us today to get to know the work of the program on Interreligious Dialogue and Cooperation in depth. We are at the Bossey Ecumenical Institute during the staff planning days for the World Council of Churches. You are already completing a year as staff for the World Council of Churches. May I ask, dear Angeliki, what do you take with you from this first year in international Geneva? How would you describe it in a personal and professional level?
Thank you very much for hosting me and the Department of Communications and of course the WCC for this global experience that I am experiencing during the year that I am here based in Geneva, with the many local voices coming from the different member churches of the WCC. Now we are 356 member churches, like the days of the year. And of course, the challenges are many, and the interpretations and the local needs can be very diverse from church to church. And this is a huge opportunity for someone that works on the field of theology, but also on the field of interreligious understanding, to hear and to understand the different voices and the needs behind.
So, as we have people following the work of the World Council of Churches around the world, especially young people that are interested, shall we share with them basic information about the structure of the program on interreligious dialogue and cooperation? And shall we go specifically to the role of the reference group that is extremely important in the work that you deliver on a daily basis?
Let's start from the role of the reference groups that are the people that they support the work of the program for interreligious dialogue and cooperation. And there are people, of course, that they belong to member churches and they are experts on the field of interreligious dialogue, but also on the field of religions with different expertise. And at the same time, I think we are the only group among the commissions and the references groups and the advisory groups that exist within the WCC that we have also non-Christians. We have a Muslim member and a Buddhist member. And I think this is the first time for the WCC to experience within the family of the WCC the interreligious voices, and this is it's a great step.
Could you mention overall the representation and the religions that we have in the reference group, like represented with?
We have people coming from I will start from the Orthodox, Oriental Orthodox tradition, from the Catholic tradition, of course, and the DID, the Dicastery for Interreligious Dialogue of the Vatican, that we have also almost 50 years of cooperation on interfaith and interreligious dialogue. And also people coming from the academia, working for the local churches, like the Church of Sweden, Romania, people coming from the Global South and Indonesia, and also from Latin America.
Mm-hmm. Which means that the role of the group is an advisory role directly to the governing bodies of the Council and the General Secretary specifically?
Exactly.
Great. Exactly. This is very good to know. If you are able to give us the basic trends nowadays, which elements of the interreligious dialogue would you have at the top of that?
There are many, but let's say if we have a thematic approach, peace building, despite the fact that I don't like the word building, is very colonial, but to work for peace is very important. To work for the protection of creation also, it's very important. And to work for the future of our children and our earth together, it's also very important. And all of these are interconnected. And what is the lesson that I learned so far, that local engagements, interfaith engagements, they can affect in positive ways local societies when they are embraced by the religious leaders and the governments. So it's both sides work, that sometimes local voices, they feel that they are alone. So religious leaders and governments, they have to support the religious faiths that they have in their own environment for the good of the society.
As we understand, you directly cooperate with several other programmatic areas at the World Council of Churches, from climate to child rights, and it's a transversal in the council. The intersectionalities are many. Overall, how would you be able to describe your vision for the next years and the interreligious work of the World Council of Churches? What is it that you would like to achieve in cooperation with the reference group, yourself as staff?
For the reference group to find its own voice and to be a voice of advocacy for the WCC, but also for every local church where the members of the reference group are coming from. And for the other, let's say, for the internal relations within the WCC, to show the example. Cooperation among us could be, and this is the hope and the vision, cooperation between the diverse member churches towards a common ecumenical path.
Are people from the fellowship or around the world able to reach you directly in case they have questions around the interreligious work?
Yes.
Through the World Council of Churches website, and the data is there. Anything else you would like to share with our audience as we are concluding this brief and interesting discussion?
Peace to the world, I think, is what I can say for the moment, despite the difficulties, and cooperation. And I thank you very much for this interview.
All the best as you continue.
Thank you.